Hello, crafty friends. Sparkle here. Today we're going to be doing some of my favorite things. We're going to be playing with wax seals. Uh, I want to put some wax seals on these leaves that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I wanted to make some little gift sacks. This is tracing paper, and I'm using some Edith Holden paper because I like the stock of it. And there's these little fold out notes, and we'll make this tie that goes around the envelope, and we'll wax seal our leaf onto it. So I've got a couple in different stages here. I have my wax melting, my wax seals melting to the side of me here, and I have my seals on an ice pack chilling, and then I just have my wax seals melting over a candle. Okay, so I might have to stop when they're ready to pour. We'll stop and do that. Okay, so each little packet's going to contain a little envelope, and then we made like a little book, just a sweet little book, and it's matching paper of the the bag. Okay, I just put a date stamp and whatnot. And I thought this could go into your journal, like if you're making a little botanical journal or any kind of journal. This can go in a pocket, or you could put some little treats in it and give it as gift sacks. Okay. So what I did with these, we'll do real quick, is they were two or three on a stem. They were from roses. So I'm just folding them in half, taking my pinking shears because I want them a little narrower. So I'm just cutting them down. This one could go a little bit more. Okay, you can just make whatever size you want. Because I like them a little smaller. Okay, so each packet needs three because we put one on the cover, and this is just with a seal, paper seal. So that's just glued on. So let's do these. So when our pellets are melted, we can pour them as we're working on our project. And they're leaves, they don't have to be perfect. And I like Edith Holden paper because you just need one sheet and you can make the little envelope and the book with one sheet of paper. Okay, so those are cut down good enough. So our wax is ready. So what we're going to do is we'll do two little ones. I need in here on the book, I just used a little one. Okay, so let's see where I put that. Okay, I don't know where that is. So I'm just getting a piece of parchment paper and I'm going to pour on there. Okay, so I'm going to pour my stamp. And we just need a little bit of wax because we're using the small heart. And I need to make 2 of these. Okay, so these will go on our books when we're ready, on these little books here. Okay, then we're not ready to pour the one for the other, so let's put our wax out for now. Okay, so just leave these here for now, and we still have to make some more in a little bit. Okay, so I've got 2 sets ready to go here. So for each little packet that we're going to make, you need a sheet of this is tracing paper. It was an 8.5 by 11, and I cut it down, and that'll make 2 pouches. Okay, so that'll make this is the first one, and the second piece will make the second one. Then I have just a piece of typing paper, copy paper, and that's going to make the inside of your book. Okay, that'll make the pages in here. So you need a piece of tracing paper for your envelope and a piece of book page or typing paper for the inside of your book. And then you have your envelope. We'll put this one together and then we'll make the other one. So I cut my envelope, I rounded it, I'll show you how to do that, and I stitched it. So basically it's ready to go. And I should have left this lit because I want to pour it right on here. So let's let that wax heat, because what you're going to do is take some twine, and you're just going to wrap it around your envelope a couple times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then when the wax is ready, we're going to pour our wax right onto our leaf on top of here. But so it doesn't stick, you just stick a piece of parchment paper under your twine. Okay. So then when you pour later, it's going on here on the parchment paper, and then it will lift off like these did. Okay. So we're going to just set this here while our wax melts. But we'll go to our book, and this is 5 inches, and I just folded it in half, and I tuck this corner down. And we'll just tack that corner down. I just ran a date stamp there. I'm going to leave that plain. So because this is 2.5 inches, I'm going to make my paper strips 2 inches. And I'm just tearing them. And go this way. So I just want them 2 inches. And I could do 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Let's do 3. Just use that. Okay, and then my book here is 5 inches, so I'm going to make these. Let's fold them in half and see what you have. Okay, so these are um, let's see what we got. You just fold them in half. Just there. Let's see. Okay, that's all we're doing. Let's check this. It's ready. Okay, it's a little hot because it's bubbly. So let's come over here, and we have our twine in place. We have our leaf on top of the paper, and now we're going to pour some wax. And that's good. That's a good amount. And we'll use our bee. Okay. And we'll just let that sit for a minute. So we got our paper in here. I'm just going to reverse it so it's not all going the same way. And we're just going to staple this. And put a staple in. Okay. And then on this, we're just going to put one of these little leaves. Okay. And we could have done this right onto the book, but we didn't. So we can just use some hot glue or some wet glue or a glue dot. Anything actually will work. So we'll just let that dry. And then we take this off. And okay, I didn't have it over this enough, so it didn't go on there. Okay, so we're gonna try it again. So let me get my wax heated again. Put your paper under. And get another leaf. Let's trim it just a little. So you want to actually get your leaf and your wax over the rope. Okay, so we have our book, and that's done. Our envelope is drying. To make our sack, you want to find the bottom, and you want to fold up an inch. I'm just using my board here, my mat. I'm going to go up a half inch. Okay. And then you're just going to fold over however big you want your pouch to be. I'm just using this as a guide. Okay. So you get this all creased out. Let's take this off now. And I wanted it messy like that so you could see. So now when you take this out, it is attached to the twine, and it can slide off and on. Okay, so it's not stuck to your twine or your envelope. Okay, so we have that, and we have our little book. Now we're just going to make our little pouch. So you fold up, it's just a half a sheet of copy paper, cut in half, and now we're going to cut out this square and this square to make the bottom flap. So I'm just cutting it at a triangle and then cut that off. Little triangle and then cut that off. So that when it folds up, I'm just going to cut a little bit more off here because I didn't get it right on the seam. This will fold up and you'll glue this down and you'll glue that seam. Before we do that, I wanted to punch a hole in the front. But this is thin paper, so we'll put a piece of heavier paper there. There you have it. So let's take some wet glue and put some down here. And we could run a bead down here. And it dries clear. And then we'll seal up the bottom. Okay. Then you could ink this up now if you'd like. Okay. So there you have your little envelope can go in here, and your little journal can go in here. And then to finish it off, I just added one of our seals, but I put a sticky back on it. And we'll just put that on there. So there you have some cute little pouches to give away. So the last one I'll take you from the top, okay? So let's clear off the stuff we don't need. All right. So we have our three pieces of paper. We have our book page or Edith Holden page, whatever your choice is. We're going to cut this to make this edge even. Well, actually, we don't need to because take this out. Take this one out so I can show you. So this is 6.5, and this is 4. So we don't need to trim this. We can just cut this 4 inches. And then I said it's 6.5 tall. So I want to go from the bottom. So that's my envelope. Now, you can either just trace it this way, or what I did is I used a lid, and I just put a lid up here. And I took my pencil, and I just drew a edge. Okay? So, but if you checked it, so we'll do it that way. We'll cut. And then you just want to put up your bottom and fold down your top. Erase any ink that you don't like, trim it. Okay, let's put this one back. Okay, so we have this, and then I stitched around it, which I'll do in a minute, and inked it. For the book, you can use the scrap. And for the book, I have it 5 inches long. I'm going to use my tear ruler. So I want it 5 inches long. So it's 5, 5 to 10. Okay, so it's 5 inches long and it's 2.5 inches wide. So again, let's just just tear it a little bit here to even it out. And then go 2.5 inches this way. just a little snip here. And then we're just going to fold it in half. This one, let's go up and down because then you can read the words. Okay, so we'll just read the words. All right, so let's ink our little book. And we can turn up a corner or not. We will, just because it gives it a little bit of dimension. We can take our little piece here and glue that down. So we glued our little heart on here. Okay, now we have to make the pages for our book. So for the pages, we're going to use some copy paper, and I printed it on both sides. And this time I used paper from Rach and Bella Craft for the botanical collection, and this will be the envelope. Okay, so it matches. So this time we want our pages to go up and down 2.5. So let's do 2 1/4. So let's do 2 1/4. 1, 2 1/4. Let's do 3 strips. 1 1/4. 1, 2 1/4. Why does it look so big? 1, 2 1/4. I don't know. It looks big. Okay, so we have 3 sheets there. And we'll fold it in half. And then we'll cut it or tear it. So then we have some paper backgrounds. So we can put it in this way. So we just want to put a staple in there. So there's our little book, and this one flips up, okay? And it's got different papers in it. You can write on them. This has lines. Okay, so we have our little book. We have this. We have the stitch yet, and this one, I'm just going to glue this onto my my twine, okay? So I'll just do it. Because I already made this unit, so we'll just use it. So we're just going to do this. These are sticky dots. Double-sided. Oh, mercy. Come on. Don't use your nails as tools, I say, and then I'm using them as tools. Then this will just go on here. Get my ties out. Okay. And this one will still come out. You'll just have to be a little careful because it'll be sticky. But what we'll do is we'll take it off and take some baby powder and put baby powder around the stick. Okay. Now it's not sticky anymore and it won't stick to the envelope. So you can either adhere the stamp right to it, or you can do it that way. So there's two options. So we have these. I'll sew that later, so it's not too bore you all. Then we take our paper. Excuse me, I just broke a nail. And fold it in half. I'm just going to tear it. This is tracing paper that I printed on, and I printed it with borderless, so there's no waste. So the 1/2 inch on the bottom. Decide how big of a pouch you desire. We'll use one of these for measurement. Get a little crease going there. Let's put a thumbnail on top. On the bottom, we want to cut our 2 ends off. So we go little triangle there and cut. And the other side, a little triangle. Okay, by triangle I mean these little indentations here, so that when the sides are up and the sides are closed, this will fold up. Let's go here, and let's make sure it's even here. Okay, so we make sure our creases are creased well, and put a line of glue here. No. And Sparkle forgets to close their glue. Okay, there's a little pouch. So that's a half sheet of paper. This is one sheet of book page or paper that measures 6.5 by 4. And this is a sheet, and this matches 6. So you get that all. And again, we'll take this. Let me get some dots. This is how the dots come. They're double-sided, so they're nice and strong. So strong, you could hardly get them off. Let's try the pokey tool. Huh? Perfect. And that's got a little bee on it. So this is bee, and that's a flower, and that's a heart. So all this will go in here. I will sew around that envelope. So there you have some pouches with some goodies in them. And you can make them any theme you want. And yeah, I think they're cute. You have some good ideas. I'm going to trim this because I don't like the way it looks, but you could trim with scissors, or you could cut your glue. You could cut this off and just remelt it if you didn't like something, but I'm just going to trim this just because I don't like the way it looks. Okay, so I like that better. So there you have it. You have some cute little books to play with and an envelope, and you could write a letter or something in there, and you can put them all in your little pouch. And these can go in your journals, or you could just give them out as little gifts. So thanks for playing along. We'll see you again soon. Bye.